Yo, welcome everybody. This is the Flows Casino Podcast. I'm the host with the most. This is Marathon Moke and my beautiful co-host next to me.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? This is Bluff, New York.
Yeah, the beautiful Bluff.
You know, we came together, we decided that we wanted to we wanted to start a podcast, but for the most part, like a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Something that content that people would want to listen to.
For real, yeah.
You know, conversations that people have with their peers on a regular basis, but we want to bring them to the light for everybody and, basically add a twist of our own. And, we both got different personalities and stuff like that. So we're going to, it's going to be fun. Y'all gonna have fun with us while we doing it. We just want to bring you guys content that you enjoy watching.
Absolutely.
So, this is a podcast for basically, any type of discussion. We're both involved in the music scene. So this is going to be music related, current event related. We might get into sports maybe, like if we feel like it, like we're going to cover a lot of ground throughout our episodes. And y'all going to see new content on a regular basis. So we hope that everybody, enjoys this first episode. We hope everybody tunes in. We just want it to become a regular thing. And, I think without further ado, man, we should just get into it.
Absolutely.
Might as well just start some discussions. We ain't got to bore everybody with our life stories. But,
before we get to the first thing, I think something that you said, making it a regular thing, that's like, that shit's really hard to get going. I mean, even for us, but it's like some shit that you just got to do. It's like the hardest thing to start that shit.
Absolutely, man. It's all about just getting your feet off the ground, and you gotta really build something. You gotta go from the ground up. You gotta build that foundation. So
absolutely, just start fucking doing it.
Anybody, it's easy to not do something. It's hard to like get something done. It's way easier to just to fall back than it is.
Trust me, yeah.
Dig your feet in and just jump in both feet. So.
Absolutely, I'm glad it started.
Finally. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm glad that we finally getting into it. We were having a conversation the other day. We were talking. Basically, long story short, it was like friends in the music scene, this and that. But like more importantly, like when it comes to your peers, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you make a song with one of your friends. You're an artist. You put a lot into the grind. You constantly trying to level up. You might got a friend who just, he or she, they just don't take it as serious as you. You guys are on a different level with it, but they an artist nonetheless. And, basically my question, how we got into it was how, while you're trying to embrace that friendship and make something cool with the person that, you care about, and you guys try to build that content, when is the line that, okay, we made a song, but he didn't take it as serious as I did. So, we not necessarily got to take a different path, but like, where's the line drawn with making friends and like with having friends on your music?
See, the thing about that is it really comes down to, what your goals are as an artist. Cause take me for right now, like I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of artists think they know what's going on, but they don't really know what's going on, And JD, I got him, I have him in here all the time. You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
It's just such a different chemistry when you grew up with the people that you're making music with.
Basically, this is why it's a good conversation for me and you to have, because we're both artists. You take your music very serious. You're very disciplined in it, like with your craft. And I'm one of those people where like, I'll write a verse in 10 minutes. I'll go in, I'll just do it. If it doesn't come out the way I envisioned it, like whatever, I'll still release it. I'll release it unmastered. Like, I'll jump on anything, whether, but I don't take it that serious. I could do it, or it doesn't ruin my day if I don't get a track done. You know what I mean? I don't take it that serious.
It's because it's fun, bro. Like that's really what 100%. It comes down to. Like you do it because it's fun. Like most people start out doing it because it's fun, and they still try to find the fun in it, but in like in like a environment that is it's just all business. They're like still trying to find the fun in it, so it's like really hard. And like for I don't know, that says it's such like it could be such a back and forth. Like there's no real like what's the right answer, but at the same time, like you look at like groups like Odd Future when they came out, like half of those dudes didn't even rap, but people loved them because
Yeah, they gravitated towards them because of the movement there.
yeah, they didn't honestly they didn't give a fuck about like the music. People loved the music because they loved them, and I feel like when I bring JD in and we make a song, it's just it could be fucking dope. You know what I mean? It could be a better song than something I made with someone who's like a regular artist, but it fucks you up because you're like, all right, well, how am I going to perform this if they're not as dedicated as I am? What if the song is really good and I like he's not going to just drop everything and go be an artist? You know, and he like, you know, he might, but like it's just it puts you in that predicament. So it's like really hard for like an artist that's like, especially when you don't have anybody, you don't know anybody in the industry, you're working with your friends all the time because you're like they're your first supporters, so you're always gonna have them in the studio hanging out with them, and they might be like at one point like, yo, like let me just try something, and it's like really weird to be like, you know, I'd rather get someone who's serious on it. It could be like kind of insulting, you know what I mean? So you're like you might put them on the verse pity or you might not depending on your mentality, but it like fucks you up. I don't know how you feel.
Yo, 100%. And you know, you made a good point the other day when we were talking about it. You said, well, content is content. You know, so the fact that you putting something out there, you know, that necessarily, whether the person takes it that serious or not, it's still a good thing because you getting both your names out there.
Yeah.
Now, the way I look at it is, you know, I grew up around rappers. You know what I'm saying? Almost all of my friends are rappers or they're music artists of some sort, you know? And kind of like what you were saying with the Odd Future thing, like, you know, I'm way more known around my peers.
Yeah, just being around them.
Yeah, just by being Moke, who comes around and does this and that. You know, it's not even like, oh, you know Moke because he's dropping Fire 16s and he's giving everybody like crazy features. Like, nah, so... You know, but at the same time, you know, I feel like I used to feel a type of way, like, oh, I grew up with this person, this and that, and, you know, they putting this person they just met on their song, and they don't even know this person, but, like, they both trying to catch a buzz, so they made a song together, and it's like, damn, bro, we got history. Like, why ain't you asking me to get on none of that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, people could want it for you, but they, you know what I mean? But they can't make you want it. Yeah. So it's like, you know, how am I gonna sit there and try to say anything about, oh, that's my homie, he won't put me on a track, he won't bless me with a track, but it's like, I'm not even taking it serious. So why should they?
Yeah, especially if you're like trying to make a career out of it, or you're trying to make some money, like it's not gonna be like fucking, I don't know, like you're doing like a collaborative project for your portfolio on something, like to get a good job or something like that, and then you have some dude who's just like been boys with you the whole time and just like, yo, I want to do that shit with you, like why aren't you asking me? It's just like you haven't been putting in the work, like the same amount of work, like I just can't, it's no bad blood between us, we're just not doing the same thing. Like I'll make some songs with you. That's the thing that sucks, is like I'll make like a song with someone and I'll be like, fuck, this is great, like I want to like put some money into this, and that's what every artist says. Like every song is the best one.
Popular artist thing to say.
Yeah, every song is their first best song. It's like, oh shit, yo, I'm gonna get the fucking promos. I'm gonna put it on a playlist. I'm gonna spend like $600 just to get this known for like a month.
Yeah, exactly. You're just trying to get ears on it and eyes on it.
Yeah, but I don't know. My mentality is like it's probably gonna change again. But I think if you are just making shit content, that's it. Like just make a bunch of shit. Like if you make a song with your friend and it comes out like in 10 minutes, that's another song you got. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
Drop it just to get a buzz at least. Don't drop it maybe as your main single. Like that's your debut or something like that. Like, or do it. I don't know. Do it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like there's really no like right or wrong answer. I mean, you might feel more passionate about it one way than, you know, the other way, but you know, there's no right or wrong answer. I mean, at the same time, if you know, like I listened to the first rap song I ever made, and then, you know, shit that I made semi recently. And like, I can, you know, I don't care about rap music. So I love rap music and music in general, but when it comes to my artistry, like, I don't care about it so much. Like, I don't dream about, you know, being famous and performing on stage at Summer Jam, like this and that. So it's like when I hear that growth in my own craft, like I get motivated and it makes me want to do more. But at the same time, like, you know, a lot of the times it doesn't outweigh all the other things in life that I'm trying to do, you know?
Yeah. Do you ever have like I know you've made a song or like dropped a verse or something and you're like, fuck man, like maybe I should, or like maybe I should just do a little bit more. Like should I just keep
100%. I'll give you a perfect example. I was on a long hiatus from rap. You know, I hadn't rapped in like 2 years, you know, and I was in the studio with a couple cats, and I believe it was Hazeman and Books Washington and Hazeman, Long Island artists that you guys should definitely check out. If you tune it in, both amazing artists.
Shout out Books and Hayes.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to them. They both make incredible music. And they were making a, you know, Hazeman was like, yo, let's just do a track.
Yeah.
Not even to me, just to like Books, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even really know Hazeman like that. That might have been the first time I met him or like the second time.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were like, he was like, oh, let's do the Band from TV beat, you know, and I had already loved that beat. I had freestyle to that beat in my bedroom so many times, like, and, you know, but I was like, yo, I ain't making moves like that. I'm not about to be like, oh, let me hop on this or nothing. Like, you know, like it ain't even my place to do any of that. And Hazeman was actually like, yo, Moke, you rapping? I'm like, yeah, it's been like 2 years, but I definitely made music before. And he was like, you got to jump on this. And it was like, he didn't even give me like an option. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was like,
spot.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, all right. And he's like, yeah, we're going to film a little video afterwards for it. You know, we'll get it out there quick. And I was like, shit, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing off in the corner. I'm fucking writing as fast as I can. You know, I ended up dropping a verse, my first verse that I dropped in like 2 years. And still to this day, I got people hitting me up about that verse. Like I had OG tell me, he was like, yo, you guys brought it back. Like this reminded me of like some old school stuff. Like every single one of you guys killed that. And I had the third verse, you know what I'm saying? And I thought if anything, it would just, you know, I was going to do it regardless, but if it didn't come out that great, then, you know, people would just shut it off by the time I got to mine. And I ain't hurt by that. I ain't, you know, I ain't crazy into music.
The third verse too, that's the anchor. Exactly. That brings it all home.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's the anchor. And I did the, you know, the third verse. I was super proud with how it came out.
That's awesome.
I was super proud with, you know, how it was engineered. And basically, you know, like I said, it motivated me because after that, I was hitting up, shout out to producer Public also. You know, Public is the man behind Root Deep.
Yeah, big blood bro.
And he Bluff's brother. Yeah. And you know, basically I was hitting him up every weekend after that for like a couple of months, just steady making music. I was so motivated. I was so happy with what I put out.
That's actually I think around the time, like a little bit after that is when I actually met you.
Yeah. We met a little bit after that at the Grow Your Roots show. Yeah. It was like a little showcase that Root Deep puts together. It's actually a really cool thing for the island where they take, you know, there's not a lot of unity in the music scene on Long Island. And we're gonna really get in depth, especially
in hip hop in general.
Yeah, there's not a lot of unity. And man, at first you're like, you know, oh, you know, shout out to this person. I love what they do and I love what they doing. But like, yo, after a while, you're gonna see like it's not really reciprocated.
No, and it's a shout out until I'm where I need to be. It's a whole bunch of give me a little bit legs of the ladder until I get up top.
And you know, I know a lot of the listeners, y'all might not be from Long Island, y'all might not even be from New York, but at the same time, it's like if you making music and you're not from Long Island, like you lucky because you know, it's not even about like you got to be the best of the best to get out of here. Like you got to find some way to get the whole rest of the island to stand behind your music. And
in the city.
Yeah, exactly.
Try to see how many people you can get on a train.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, all right, 100%. Yo, how much is it? Okay, it's like $15 a ticket. All right, I got $15. Oh, wait. Oh, I got to take the train. because I'm definitely not driving to the city. All right, so let me throw another fucking $30 on top of that round trip. Oh,
and that's
yeah.
and you know and believe me, I'm one of the biggest offenders with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
half my friends got shows, and I'm like, where it's at. If that's not
if it's in the city,
a
it's
30.
like,
If it's in the city, bro, and I got work the next morning or something. It's any type of late. Like, bro, ain't no shows where you're performing at 6:30 p.m. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't performing before 7, like I'm not coming. You know, but at the same time, it's like you gotta give the artists of Long Island credit for, for knowing that it's like this and putting the work in anyway, and, it's really, I guess a good word. It's noble of these, of these artists to be able to put in that type of work when they know that aside from they immediate, close hip hop friends, like they ain't going to get any love.
What it is? It's like, it's weird. It's because, and I'm sure a lot of other, like, Long Island has a very small town mentality, even though we're very close to the city, but we're really like we take all the attributes and all the, like the negative shit of the city and like we bring it right here. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Like, so like the worth ethic of people that live in a dome and can't get out is like, it's crazy. Like there's a lot of like shout out to any other small town or anything like that. 'Cause we feel you, even though we're right by the city.
That's what I'm saying, man. You hear about like, middle America, and you hear about you hear about these like small towns where like they ain't got a neighbor for, they closest Walmart is 60 miles away and they ain't got a neighbor. They got to go over a bridge and through the woods just to see their neighbors and stuff. And you're like, damn, where I live, it's way more populated. But when it comes to music, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
It feels like you ain't got a friend for miles. You know what I'm saying? And
for real. Like,
that's why you'll see a lot of Long Island artists, like, you know what I'm saying? They all group, when they can and they really know each other, like they group up because they know outside of that circle, like, you'll always have your close friends, that will, they'll give you the like, the retweet, they'll give you the comment, they'll drop the fire emoji when you drop something, but like, unless you finding a way to get it heard by people outside of your state, like, you ain't gonna get much else. You're not just,
yeah, you can't reach too far if your arms are short. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
It ain't like you just gonna start getting random people who live on the same island as you to just be like, oh, I just heard that. That's fire. Let me retweet this or something. Like, nah, for the most part, like out here, you're not gonna come across that.
That's facts.
But I think that I think that's just something, that artists gotta invest into and basically, invest into it wisely. Another thing we was talking about the other day is like starting a business or like, a movement or something like that. And can you, is the right way to do it to just dump a ton of money into it and hope that it takes off? Or is it like build it from the ground up, see how people feel about it, and then once it's worth it, like you dump all that money into it? Do you just dump a shit ton into it and gamble with it, or do you play it?
I think a lot of people that hear that would think the obvious answer from like in that context would be to wait it out and like build a plan. But I really think now, at least, I think it really depends on what your goal is. If you're doing like a business, you don't really work from the ground up. You do, but it's not because you're making a business plan. If you're starting a business, it's not really if people are going to start fucking with you or not. Like if you're supplying like something to a consumer, then I think you just make a business plan and then you pitch your idea and get a loan, and start with that.
The way I always look at it is it's like, let's just say I want to start like a landscaping company. You know what I'm saying? Do I go take out a loan, buy six John Deeres, 7 weed whackers, and go out there and try to look as professional as possible? Or it's like, do I start it by like taking my lawnmower from my house, my little push mower, taking that thing out, knocking on doors, trying to get customers like that and letting it build over the first year. Like that's how I always look at it. You know what I mean?
You know what? Now, what I said before with I think it'd be better if you it's kind of like a little bit of both, because you have to find out if you even fuck with it at first or like even want to do it. Because if you spend all that. It's like college. You spend all that money on that shit, and then you find out you don't want to do it, and you're like $90K in debt. You're like looking at it like, fuck, like maybe I have to do it now, or like you don't like ever want to put yourself in those type of predicaments, but like, and that's like what everybody tells you to go to college. So I feel for people who are just like kind of forced to go, but like if you're starting a business, like don't start. Say you're going to be a baker and never baked in your life, and then like say or like a restaurant, like you're just like research does not fucking. I'm telling you, like I was talking to one person one time. I think it was in one of my classes, and they said that I was like, what are you planning to do? Actually, this is back in high school. I was like, what are you planning to do when you get out? Like go to college or stuff. They're like, oh, I'm going to go to probably like 5 towns or something. I'm going to go like be a music major. I was like, oh yeah, for real? Like what kind? It's just like, oh, I just want to like work as a record producer or something. I was like, oh, that's sweet. Like you make music and stuff. I was like, nah, not yet. I'm like,
damn, you just dumped a good amount of money into this
yeah,
thought. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I wanted to say right there, like, honestly, I don't think it's for you, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, because, you know, the proper research and homework has to be done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For pretty much everything, honestly, besides arts is what I would say.
And, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm a big believer in like, you know, fake it till you make it, this and that. Like, but at the same time, it's like you got to have some type of knowledge of this stuff before you just
and drive.
Before you just dump all of your life savings into this. Like, you know, that's risky business. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a gamble here and there, but it's like, you know, there are principles that you should set in place, you know, for these goals and these dreams, these aspirations. I feel like it's you have to go about it the proper way. You gotta
calculate your risks.
Yeah,
you don't just take risks for the fuck of it.
And it's like, you know what? If you start that from the bottom up with nothing and it fails, like, all right, you gave it your best shot. But if you dump your whole life savings into it, this and that, you getting loans for something, and then it doesn't work out, like, yo, that's heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? That's damn, I really got to start over. And now the next time you come up with an idea, you know what I'm saying? You got to think, am I going to go about it the same way? You're probably going to be scared to go about it the same way. But if you build something up and you know people want your product, people want what you're selling, it's that much easier to be able to just be like, I'll put everything into this now, because you know they waiting for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's if you fail like 100 times at it or more, like you should still be doing it. Like if you really was like, you honestly, like if you're going to like put a loan into something, because like I know people that have been doing this for like 10 years and they still don't have this. They still never ask for money like to make it better. They just work from the ground up because they love it. They could do it with nothing. You know what I mean? Just music. Like you get like you buy a laptop, or you get a laptop for someone for cheap, throw fucking Fruity Loops on it, or Pro Tools, buy a fucking desktop mic and just start rapping or singing or doing it, or whatever you do. Like it just, people get discouraged because no one looks like 10 years down the road or 5 years down the road. But you don't even have to look like that if you just like doing it. Even if like this, like if I'm podcasting, or if I'm someone who likes to like draw paintings, or even out of the arts, like someone that likes to do anything, like just do your own research. Don't wait for people to teach you shit.
No, 100%. You know? And you know, I don't know what the exact quote is, but long story short of this quote that I heard one time was, my bad, I'm terrible with the quotes and shit. You know, it was basically like, you know, they say like, oh, there's no such thing as like a stupid question. Like, nah, there's a lot of stupid questions that you can ask. And and you know, it might not necessarily be a bad question, but the problem is you got to learn these answers for yourself. Yeah. So it's stupid to just ask somebody else for all the answers, even if they know it. Maybe they've been through it, they got all the answers. But if you don't put the effort into it, and you don't fail 10 times, if you don't count your losses, you won't count your W's. So it's like, you really gotta, these questions that you're asking, you shouldn't be asking other people. You should be asking yourself, and you should be learning the right answers to these by the experience. And, I think that's really important when it comes to business and stuff.
Yeah. You shouldn't want anybody else's answers on stuff that pertains to you. You want more of a perspective. You want perspective, not answers. And you don't want to ask questions. You want to just get more perspective. Like you want to see like opinion, because that might drive you to just think a different way. You don't want people to answer your life questions. That's like what every parent does for every kid. It's just like, oh, you got to do this, this, and this. Like, I don't know what you want to do, and I don't know what that is, but I can tell you something that works. If you,
yeah, exactly.
you want to do,
there's,
you know what I
there's
mean?
absolutely, everybody needs help sometimes, and there should always be somebody that, or you should be blessed if you have somebody that could point you in the right direction. But there's a lot of things that you need to go out there and learn for yourself. And some of the best lessons I ever learned in life was things that I went out and failed a bunch of times, got better at, and I'm a firm believer, as anybody could, if you put the right amount of time and effort in, and you got the right drive, like, if you got like single mother, 3 job,
shout out,
take the bus to all 3
them.
jobs type of drive, like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll get somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
And I think good energy will come back around.
No, 100%.
I don't think shit just fucking happens, but it's just like, it's more of like a common sense type thing. It's like you keep doing shit for the long haul, and you just do it because you love it. You don't realize the seeds that you're planting that are going to grow later on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, karma isn't like good and bad karma. That's just, it's not like just a fucking, like just magic. Like, it's like, because you've been doing some shit, you don't realize everything because you're focused on one thing. So it's going to come back around later because you forgot about it. So I think that's just,
I'm with you 100%. And before I hit my fucking little vape thing again, I just want to let all the viewers and the listeners know, man, I'm not really much of a vape guy. All right. I smoke Newports. I think that's the
I smoke Newports.
I smoke Newport. You hear my raspy voice and shit. I think that's the manly way to go about getting your nicotine. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't smoking my Newports in the studio.
Or the menthols?
Yeah. I ain't smoking those in the studio. So like, you know what I'm saying? I got the vape for while I'm in here. And yeah, it's fruit flavor.
It's a respectable
it's fruit flavor.
Right,
so, get it out the way. You gotta poke
what
fun
flavor?
at me. Like, yo, this is mixed berry. They got the 2.4% and the 5% ones. I get the 5%.
Oh, bro, 5%? You get the salt nicotine?
Yeah, bro. And I'm telling y'all, I understand if y'all gonna be in the comments poking fun at me. That's all cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably do the same.
I'll be on them.
You catch me outside with a Newport. But right, exactly. You just gotta transition after a bomb like that. You just gotta transition. Nah, but
for real.
Basically, when it comes to this podcast and stuff, like, this is one of these, business ventures that we really do from the ground up. And, we excited to grow.
Facts. Ask us when we start made the plans to do this.
A month ago.
We talked about it a month ago, and then yesterday we were just like, just to get put into this perspective. I was the one who thought, okay, we need this, and this. We need to spend this much. We were even working on it, but then it's like, we're just gonna be. If I spent that much, it's gonna turn into more of like work, because it's gonna be like, fuck. All right, I spent all this money. I better do something, and then it's gonna be less of like, if I can have fun while it's where it's at right now.
Nah, this is why this duo was amazing, and this idea came together so perfectly. Because I am impulsive as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I am like, yo, you hit me up at 5 and you want to go do something, like, we doing it by 5:15.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing all the planning and stuff, this and that. Blvff, on the other hand, Blvff is like, nah, we need a business plan, a PowerPoint. We're gonna have all our expenses written down.
Get all the investors.
And yeah, exactly. And I'm like, and he's calling my phone like, we're gonna get this made and this made and this made. And I'm like,
I do you.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's dope. That's dope, but that ain't really my department.
Yeah.
I could get on camera and yap for as long as you want me to. But
Moke's sitting there like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, just let me know when we're gonna start.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, like, oh well, when we started, like, I'll have way more to bring to the table, But it when it comes to like podcasting, you know what I'm saying, and business ventures like this, it's a lot of just taking the chance to go out there and do it. And, only losers don't try in life, and I'm not all right with being one of those people who said, I want to do something, but, I was too scared to do it, or I let this stop me. So I said, we originally made a plan and we said, we need this, this, and that. And would it have been great to have this, this, and that? Absolutely. But we got less than that and we're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And, that matters because we're still getting it done. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm not saying this is going to be the best thing to ever hit YouTube, this first episode, you know what I'm saying? But, we're going to have crazy guests for you. We got famous artists coming. Yeah, I know. We let them know. We let them know.
And you know how we got those guests? We don't got no managers or nothing like that. We just
ain't no
years and years of talking to people and then just knowing who they are. So it's not like we just fucking sending like, we got that loan that we're not telling you about and spent like $1,000 to someone's manager to get.
There's about $130 put into this business venture. So that's also motivation for anybody out there. Like, if you want to do something, man, like, you don't need the fanciest technology on the planet. Like, you could just go out there and do it. And while we're growing and we want y'all to grow with us, like, we also want to not necessarily give advice. I'm not saying I'm some like role model. I'm a person who should be giving advice, but like, use this as motivation. You know what I'm saying? If you look at this and you say, oh, they could have done better or something like that, like, use that for the next time you're taking a big step in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I think? I think if you're looking for advice, because I've done it too, and you go to some dude who's already made it, he's going to tell you everything you need to do to make it if you're him. But we're just starting out with this shit. Moke's had some experience, but realistically,
I got semi-experience with podcasts.
But realistically, like, we're just starting out with this. But I've been dealing with music. Moke's been around artists the whole time. He's seen the outside perspective. I've seen the inside perspective, and I'm still going. But when you need a problem solved, you don't immediately go to YouTube or like start calling up your boss or something like that. You talk to your peers. You know what I mean? Like, say you're at work, you don't go to your boss from everything, right? You go to your peers because they're around you all the time. They might know some shit based on experience, and there's a lot to talk about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. One of the things that surprised me the most, even before this idea, when I used to podcast back in the day, I had owned a podcast. It's still around. It's just not ran by me anymore. Y'all could go check out most New York podcasts ever. My homie Sam John, who co-hosted with me, he's still running that. Shout out to him. My heart just wasn't in it no more, so I stepped away from it. But I'm glad that he's keeping it alive and all that. But
that's fire.
When I originally brought the idea to people and I said, yo, listen, I'm gonna start doing this podcast. I was so surprised how many of my peers were like, dude, you would be perfect for that. Like, I think you would be a great host for a podcast. I think you can make that super entertaining and stuff. And I was like, for real? Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't, because believe me, like, I'm a fan of my own rap music. You know what I'm saying? My homies will dap me up and say, yo, that verse was fire. But like, people ain't begging me for verses.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't going to be like, yo, Moke, I need that fire 16. Like, I'll even pay you for it. Like, nah, bro, that's not me. Like I said, I just rap for fun.
Nah, we got a couple to ask for some 16.
Yeah, we got
modest.
Yeah, we got some freestyles, but I ain't on the map like that when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of made a name with podcasting. You know what I mean? Like, throughout my town, and that's local shit. I'm well aware of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go global with it, but it's nice to have people at least be like, oh, well, at least you good at what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because if I work at McDonald's and I'm cooking fries, like, I want to be the best damn fry cook in the world. You know what I'm saying? If I'm cleaning the fucking refreshment center area, like, I want to be the best at that. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I'm doing. And I've been working with my hands since I got out of high school because I didn't take the go to college smart route. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mechanically inclined. I ain't the type of guy who builds you a house, like, none of that. And every single job I've had that was manual labor and stuff, all my bosses liked me because, you know, it is a little bit of the fake it till you make it thing, but like I put 100% into it. You know what I'm saying? When I do something wrong, like I really feel bad I did something wrong. When I do something right, I really pat myself on the back and say, damn, I did something right. And, you know, I'd be 110% about it. I'll show up early every day. You know what I mean? And I try to carry that with me if I could do that with something that I don't even like working with my hands and shit. Like, just imagine when it's something that I do like, talking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
especially when you got people who are new, I like the mentality, like when you go to work somewhere like for the first time, right? And then like you've been there maybe like a week or two, and then like some new guy comes, and then you're like, let me show you the ropes, man. like you've been there forever. Yeah. But like when people ask you like about shit, even if you only been doing it for not that long, just like when people ask you shit, like it just like gives you a little warm and fuzzy. You're just like, oh 100%. Man, I got some knowledge.
And yeah, for the viewers and the listeners, like we still work. All right. Yeah. This podcast don't pay no bills.
Yeah, absolutely.
We put $130 into it and we ain't got nothing back yet. I
refuse to ever, I don't in my music, like, hey, you can even look it up. I don't care. I'll never front the fact that I'm like just making it out of nowhere. I'm not even gonna front that I'm the best unless I'm fucking around. Like,
I think in the grand scheme of things, I think in a way that's why my music never popped. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get on there and start talking about cars I ain't have, money that I ain't have. Even though I gotta be honest, like back in the day, like I did some. I got money with ill-gotten means, you know what I'm saying? I didn't live 100% right, and I did have a lot of money. Like, you know, I know what it's like to have duffel bags that weigh a lot of money, weigh a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of cash in it. You know, I had to go up to Pops at one time with a huge bag of money and say, I don't know what to do with this. I can't put this in the bank. Like, you know, but that's not me now. You know what I'm saying? I live an honest life now.
It's growth.
And yeah, exactly. It's growth. But, you know, you also got to sit back and humble yourself when you ain't working hard for money. You know what I'm saying? And you just making, you know, sometimes you making $1,400 a day and you ain't doing nothing. So you putting all your money away. It's like, you know, and that adds up. And then you go to work and you make 125 for the day. You're like, damn, like I might go back to doing that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's that growth to say, that stuff not gonna make me any happier. I had a ton of money. I had, when I was young, all my homies, I'm 26 now. I'd say when I was like maybe 19 or 20, my homies, I'd link up with the homies and they'd be like, you know, we'd be smoking weed and shit. I ain't really into that no more, but like, you know, we would all link up, we'd be smoking weed and they'd be like, bro, I just met up with so-and-so from high school last night. She gave it up. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to hit that since the 10th grade. And I was like, damn, that's cool. And they're like, what, you ain't hitting nothing? I'm like, nah, I ain't having sex at all, to be honest with you. I'm like, but I could buy a Porsche right now if I wanted one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to wait. Ain't no tax return coming for me. But like, I go, you know, we could go hit the outlets right now, buy every pair of Timbs in the store. You know what I'm saying? I use that as my, you know, I used money as like a means to happiness. And I'll tell you what, I'm way happier now with way less money than I ever was. I was miserable. You know what I'm saying? 2 cell phones, you know what I'm saying? They both only ringing when, you know, someone needs something from me. You know what I'm saying? I watched a lot of my friends go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I had a ton of friends and I didn't have no ton of friends. Like you know what I'm saying? It didn't happen like that for me. I watched everybody go.
Just because you're around people, even if you grew up with them, doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, and you know what? You know, that was a heartbreaking, humbling experience. I'm not gonna lie. That really hurt me when I realized like I didn't have as many friends as I thought I did. But the point is, the friends that I do have, you know what I'm saying, who've been with me since the jump, whether I'm rich, whether I'm broke, you know what I'm saying, whether I'm assed out, like I could be a bum and I still have friends. You know what I'm saying? And some of them are such good friends and family that like they wouldn't let me reach that point. And you know, money can't buy that. You know what I mean? Like I could dump $3,000 into this podcast, right? But that's not going to gain me the respect of the listeners and the viewers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta see me for me while I'm recording this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta say, oh damn, you know, Moke and Blvff, they, you know, they really put their heart into this. They passionate about this. You know what I'm saying? And whether we put $1 into it or we put 100,000 into it, like that's not gonna get the respect of the viewers. Like we got to do that on our own. And I think at the end of the day, is that a little nerve-wracking? Yeah, but that's one of the most exciting parts about this whole experience.
Yeah, it really, honestly, it's just gonna come down to you see us again, and we could talk all of that, but wait 50 episodes down the road, and then we could start saying wait 100. So I'm all for it.
Yeah, man, no, 100%. And I just hope that anybody watching, anybody listening, anything like that, like I hope y'all really not only tuning in, to be part of the discussion, you know what I'm saying, but to know that like how you feel and how you view things, like that's important, even if it's only important to you. You know what I mean? Like I definitely want to start like a little segment at some point, where people ask questions and like give their thoughts on things, and we could reply personally, to the entire audience, but like to that specific question, like
feel free to let us know.
Absolutely, you get way more. I don't even know if this is the right word, but like you'll feel more enriched, maybe. Yeah. Just laugh at me if that was the wrong word. After I get into this.
Beautiful word.
Yeah, but
no, that's perfect word.
You feel more enriched like when you get to do something you love and it helps somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stress that enough. The happiest I ever am is when I'm helping somebody else. You know what I'm saying? My shorty's younger than me by a couple years. You know what I'm saying? And she goes to school. You know what I mean? She's trying to get a good job and all that, and I be doing extra, probably to where it's annoying to her. You know what I'm saying? How much extra I be trying to do, like, oh, let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. Because I know what it's like to have nobody like in your corner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I could help you make your day that much easier, like I'm doing it because I'm doing it out of love and because it make me feel good. Yeah. Like that might be a little selfish. I got no problem admitting that. Like, I'm helping you because it make me feel good. But at the same time, I wouldn't do it if I didn't care.
You know what? Someone told me, not everybody's selfish, but every single person's self-interested. So you do things, even parents, like they're not selfish, but they make their kid go to school and have a good life because they want them to have a good life. Not because the kid wants to, which you could, like, who doesn't want to have a good life, but everybody's self-interested to the nitty gritty of it. So at the end of the day, like if you do shit that makes you feel good, like, it's self-interested, but you're doing something good at it. So if you're going to do something for yourself, why not have it affect 100%? Other people?
No, that's a real good way to put it.
And trust me, like we ain't that noble. Like we sound like we're mad awesome and positive, but we does stupid shit. Like,
that's a fact. I got stay positive tattooed on my arm, and I can tell you I've been the biggest snake out there plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? I've been the most negative person in the room many times. But you know what I mean? That's why you got to preach that. You know what I'm saying? Because while I'm preaching that to the audience, like I'm learning it myself. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be like me, but like if I'm giving good advice, like do what I say. But don't be like me. You know what I mean? Like,
just do what you got. Do you? You know what I mean?
Do you?
I'm not gonna tell him to be me.
Baying real quick. You're like,
do you?
You know?
Do you?
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
But like I was saying before, man, it's a lot easier to not try and not do things. You know what I'm saying? I want to help this person, but if I do, I feel like I might be hurting them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's so easy to just keep walking. You know what I mean?
100%.
I mean, and sometimes it's not your place. And sometimes, honestly, like the thing that sucks, especially if you're someone that likes to do shit for people, is that you don't give people the opportunity to learn for themselves, because almost every single time that you pick someone back up, they don't find out how to get up themselves. So they'll just keep falling back down. So it's like that. It sounds more dickish to do, but it's sometimes better just to say, hey, this is what I think you should do. You should do it. And just let them fucking go from there. I'm not saying like, yo, she asked me to wash the dishes. She thinks like, I'm going to do this every time. I'm just going to tell her how to wash the dishes and then just let it go from there. But but like, this is like this is like shit ingrained in your personality. Like if you are fucking got some shit wrong with you and or like so your friend does, like give them the advice, maybe give some like sources, her, but like don't don't like carry their arms through shit. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. You gotta let people learn on their own.
I didn't get here from that.
Nah, 100%. I don't think there's many people that do get there from that. You got a very small percentage in the world whose parents told them, stay away from this, and that, and they did it. You know what I'm saying? You think about I think about like a girl in high school, right?
Yeah.
She a little freshman. She got some senior football player hitting on her, and her friends are like, oh, he's bad news. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to him. He did this, and that to so-and-so. And it's like in one ear and out the other, you know, damn well she's a young, innocent freshman and she about to go make that mistake. But that's a mistake you got to learn, because if you don't deal with the, with, I guess, the heartbreak of the situation, or like, you know, whatever comes along with it, like the negative consequence, like you ain't going to learn it, because you know, you're going to learn way more if you're sitting in a jail cell than you are if you just listening to the DARE officer coming to your school in 5th grade.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Shout out the DARE officer.
Yeah,
I hope he's still trucking.
I don't remember my DARE officer's name, but you know what I'm saying? All I know is I wasn't listening to him. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I would have remembered his name. I don't remember nothing he said.
See, I was lucky enough to have 2 older siblings and older parents. So I just saw them get their
100%
their shit straightened all the time, and I was like,
oh, because you're the baby of the family.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not doing that.
This lucky motherfucker was the baby of the family.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I was the middle child. And
oh man,
I don't know. They got this thing, and I'm a firm believer in it. They call it the middle child syndrome.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it entails, but I got that shit. And I got a younger sister. She 2 years younger than me. I got an older brother. He 2 years older than me. And I tell you what, not that any of us turned out bad, but they took a way better route in life than I did. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I think part of it was, you know, having an older brother that wasn't into the same shit I was into. He wasn't easily influenced. He was influenced by like things like music and the guitar, and you know, he's a very like musical person.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, music is awesome, but like I see my peers out here doing this. I'm looking up to that. You know what I'm saying? And that didn't get me. Oh man, do I look at who some of my role models were when I was you know, when I was a youngin'.
Product of your environment.
Oh my God, bro.
And your environment isn't always like bad. It's just like, you know, curiosity, like at a young age. This thing about being a middle child is you're like too young to like to understand shit or be treated like an adult, but you're too old to be praised for the good shit you do.
100%. I think the best part about being the middle child was when cell phones came around. Yeah, we old to where we're not part of the new generation to where like we grew up with cell phones. Like I didn't get a cell phone. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't old when I got a cell phone,
enough.
but I was in my teen. Like
the middle child of the fucking 2000s.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was like, I got well, like the middle teens. You know what I'm saying? Like 14, 15. That's when I got a cell phone. But I remember my brother had to wait way longer than a cell phone than I did. Like he probably didn't get a cell phone until he was like 16. But because I seen him get one at 16 and I was only like 13, 14 because I'm younger than him, I was like, I need a cell phone too. And my mom was like, I'll get you a cell phone. And I'm like, that's dope. Cause he had to take that sacrifice and be the one who did. And you know, my sister got a cell phone. She was like 11.
What'd you have? What was your first one? Did you get the Razr?
Oh, all right.
You know they just did are re-releasing the Razr or already did.
That's what it was,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
My shorty had her first day of class like 2 days ago, and she's like, yo, you'll never believe it. And she couldn't find the class, right? She could find the building, but she couldn't find the class. And she's shy, you know what I'm saying? She's anxious, she's shy. And I was like, all right, give me your teacher's email, like the professor. I'm gonna email him. I'll tell him I'm in the class, and like I'll find out what room number it is. So it's like an hour before she goes to class. I'm like, yo, my bad. Like he never emailed me back. Like any professor is supposed to stay on the email. Like he didn't even like read my shit. Like I don't know what's going on. So she texts me from class and she's like, yo, you'll never guess what phone my professor has. I'm like, what? She's like, he's got a red Motorola Razr.
Like the old one?
And you know that now I'm thinking at first I was like, damn, no wonder he didn't get my email. Like he couldn't even check it. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm thinking maybe I didn't know about this re-release or whatever. Maybe if they re-released it, like look that up.
Yeah,
let's look that up.
They just did it. Like it's like a touchscreen and shit. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, yo, because you know they got the look, Razr 2020, first thing that comes up. Oh,
look at this shit.
God.
Yeah, it looks like the fucking Razr. Like just when it closes, like it's like flip phone shit. what is it? Open. There's a picture.
I'm gonna come clean, y'all. I might have to buy that. I remember my favorite phone of all time. I wish they were still popular and iPhone didn't take over. I had a BlackBerry. That was my favorite phone.
For real, yo, people hated the BlackBerry.
Dude, I loved it. And we had the BBM and stuff. And you could set your thing to like, I'm away right now. It was like instant messenger, except for the BlackBerry.
I used
to
love that shit. And hold on, check this out. Yeah, that shit flips open.
The
screen flips open. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know how I feel about that. How long until that creases or something?
No,
that looked like a pair of Air Forces, like a pair of basketball shoes. That shit creases, you done. Ain't no resale value on that. Like,
yeah, no. Apparently, like that shit is like it doesn't crease at all. Like
I mean, yo, let's keep it real. It's 2020. If they gonna make some shit like that, it better not crease.
Yeah,
like
for real.
You know, I'd be pissed. But nah, that's dope. I might have to grab that.
You know what they needed? They didn't make the Sidekick. You remember the Sidekick?
Yeah,
that shit was innovative.
I used to be so mad at my mom because she kept going back to AT&T, and I was like, I want the Sidekick because it was only T-Mobile. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get the Sidekick. Oh man,
those shits were old.
Yeah, and people would just be like, "Oh, you want my number?" And they would just fucking. It was like a transformer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that shit would just open up, fucking start speaking to you if you wanted it to. Like, bro, that was that was like cutting edge technology. But I'm gonna tell you my first cell phone story.
Okay.
It was right around my birthday. And my dad said, I think I wanted like a bike or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, like back in the day, like I was spoiled rotten. Not spoiled, but like, you know, I didn't have to like go without. You know what I'm saying? Eventually I had some like family struggles where like, you know what I'm saying, the fam went broke. You know what I'm saying? The parents split up, this and that, and you don't get shit no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen both sides of it, which I appreciate, and I think I'm blessed for. Like I got to see like the growing up with and growing up without. I always be thankful for that. But I remember I wanted like a bike, I think, right? And it was like around my birthday, and I knew I was getting a cell phone. And my dad said, "Yo, listen, you could get the expensive phone. You get the Razr. It's brand new. It just came out. You know what I'm saying? They had it in like black and silver and gold, right? They just came out with like the gold one, bro. I wanted that gold shit so bad. And Pops was like, you could get, I'm gonna get you the bike. You've been asking for the bike for like 2 years. You're like, your bike is shit. I'll get you a new bike. But you either getting the bike and a shitty little LG phone, or you could get just the Razr and no bike. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn. But you know, this was before, you know, nowadays almost any kid is taking the phone because well, if it's like an iPhone or something, because kids are way more into phones these days than they are being outside.
There's way more to do with it too.
Yeah,
like back then, like I couldn't do anything but call and play around with the audio recorder.
I was on that. You know, I was
or the fucking snake. Tetris.
Yeah. But at that age, like we were way more into, you know, playing ding dong ditch and playing manhunt and doing jumps in the park on our bikes. You know, than we were, you know, we used our phones to keep in contact with our parents and, you know, call the girl maybe we was trying to talk to or something, not even texting. But I was way more into the bike thing. Yeah. So I was like, yo, I'll take the bike. So I didn't get the Razr, even though I really wanted it. And I ended up trading somebody for the Razr like 2 years later.
For real?
And then his mom was like, we're trading in our phones or something. We're getting new phones. And they wouldn't let him trade it in unless he took his phone, like, the phone that he bought from them, because this was back before you could just get rid of shit, this and that, if you wanted to like upgrade your plan or something.
Oh dude, I would wait for those upgrades like every because it was every 2 years or something like that. Like you'd just be like, oh shit. 100%. I'd always try to get like, because I could only get the free ones because my parents wouldn't pay anything else.
Yeah, 100%.
Now it's like they're like, oh yo, it's free, but it's like, nah, you're actually just paying like every month for it. You don't have to pay $500 and then $60 every single month to have your new iPhone.
Yeah, that's how they get you now. It's all that leasing shit.
Dude, I remember when the iPod Touch first came out. I was like, I told my friend to get it just so I can fucking swipe. But I was like, yo, let me borrow that really quick. Oh, this shit is sick.
Yeah, we can swipe now. Like
shit, yo, I'm play with the calculator. This shit's crazy. I'm fucking going insane with this thing.
No, 100%.
You used to have really that fucking the jailbreak you could do. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I would get like crazy backgrounds and all
you change it
like,
to like some weird theme or something like that.
I remember like way before I had even like smoked weed or even knew what weed was. I had like some weed background, and when you unlocked the iPhone, it would make like a bong noise. It'd be like.
You're just like, yo, bro, check this out, yo.
Yo.
I mean, yo, like,
yo,
I don't smoke, but like,
like check out my iPhone 3. my iPhone 3G, y'all. Let's go see
tree.
Pineapple Express later. Let's not smoke before we see it though, but like let's go see it. You know, what I'm
that was
saying?
a lot
Like,
of being a kid. Was just like,
Yeah.
yo, I remember
trying to be cool.
dude,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember me and JD. We went. It was my brother's
Man,
graduation.
shout out to JD.
Yeah, shout out JD. It was my brother Publix. He was his graduation from high school, and we were drinking a bunch of like pineapple soda and shit. We're just like pretending like we were drunk. We're like, yo, we're fucking all fucked up, and JD fucking puked up some shrimp and shit all over my driveway from drinking too much soda, like an idiot.
And
Shout out JD.
It's crazy. Like we used to play beer pong with iced tea.
Yeah.
And we all have stomach aches by the end of like game 2. You was begging to lose.
It's so
You was,
true,
you was begging to lose. You was
You're
like,
like,
bro, why are we still playing this? And you're like, well, I'm on a winning streak. And you're like,
I'm doing
nah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like I'm serious. Like I'm so fucked up from all this sugar and shit.
Well, I said begging to lose, but really be like begging to win. But at the same time, you also begging to lose because if you
Yeah.
win, you got to play another game.
Yeah,
That's
and then
just
you're
more
all
chance.
fucked up.
Oh,
I can't have
dude.
those mixed drinks anymore, man. But
Yeah,
with all
no.
that soda and shit like that in it, it's too much. It's just way too much. Fuck that.
I think, I think it's really cool because now that we, sorry, I got a crazy text message.
Well, you might as well say what it is. No.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. But yo, at some point,
it's the boy.
Man, you have to have sex to get questions like,
It's like
to
on the
get- to
first
get texts
episode,
like
we got the whole reveal.
that. Yo, that'd be crazy. Nah, I'm abstinent, no sex till marriage.
Yeah.
My shorty is she knows this. She be trying though. She be
Yeah.
trying. She'd be like, Moke, we having sex tonight? I'd be like, no, the fuck we ain't.
Nah,
You know what I'm
bitch.
saying? Yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. I don't got it in me to call girls bitch and shit like that.
Nah, shout out.
I mean,
I'm just
I-
kidding. Shout out, woman.
No, I could be like, damn, bitches is crazy. But like, as far as
No,
like,
but you're
you
not
know,
talking about a
yeah,
girl.
like I couldn't be like
Yeah.
arguing with my shorty
can
and be like,
mean a
damn, you
dude.
being a bitch. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I
No.
don't have it in me. But
No, if you do, you're pussy.
yeah, my mom would have slapped the shit out of me growing up if I fucking talked to a
Bro, I
female
remember
like
I'd
that.
get so mad when I was young that I'd actually go outside and like to the side of my house and say, fuck, like just because I was able to and like no one would hear me, and then I'd like look around afterwards. I was like so afraid to say anything
we
like
had
that.
we had a homie growing up in the neighborhood. His name was Larry. Rest in peace, Larry. That man died in on the day before or the night before Valentine's Day,
Oh, no.
2016.
R.I.P.
And his parents was strict as hell and they was not letting him curse. So like we be doing like wheelies on our bikes and he'd be trying to like wheelie 3 mailboxes and he only made it 2, and every single time he failed he'd be like, fudge, and he would not curse. He lived 2 blocks away.
Oh,
Like
man.
his parents couldn't hear him, but like he was so scared of them still that like
but
he
you
would not
feel
curse.
when you're at that age, you feel like they're watching you when
100,
even if they're
bro.
like. I remember I'd say something in my house and I get a call and it'd be my mom. I'd be like, man, she knows what I'm
She
doing.
She knows.
Oh,
And then they
man.
whistle. You hear the whistle from a block
Yeah.
over, and you're like, "Damn, I gotta go. I gotta go."
Hey, get over here.
I used to have before cell phones and shit. We used to have walkie talkies. So my mom would give me a walkie talkie, and I go to the park around the block from my house to do like dirt jumps and stuff on my bike.
Mhm.
But I ain't live
Where'd you go?
Liberty Park.
That's fucking off of Boyle, right?
Yeah. So I grew up on Berkeley, so it was a block away. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting
Yeah.
that out there because I don't live there no more. So don't pull up on Berkeley.
Shout out Hawkins Path Elementary.
I went to Stagecoach.
I didn't even go to Hawkins Path. Shout out who goes there. I mean, I hope
Shout
you're
out
not,
to whoever
I hope,
going, who
I hope-
went.
Yeah, I hope. And no shout outs to who's going. I don't know why you're listening to
Yeah,
this
fact.
shit.
If you go to Hawkins Path Elementary, don't listen to this
Yeah,
podcast.
bro,
this
no,
ain't
yeah.
ain't the place for you,
Those fucking jumps though. Oh my god, It's
bro.
awesome.
And yeah, because they had them behind Hawkins too. But so before cell phones and all that, my mom was like, "All right, if you going to the park, like we'd find like needles in the park, this and that, like." So my mom was like pretty overprotective, especially way back in the day. And she would be like, "You got to take your walkie-talkie. You got to hit me up when you get there. You got to hit me up in 20 minutes after you got there and let me know that you good."
Oh, so
Like,
she's actually doing the walkie-talkie with you.
yeah, so she's at the crib with a
Oh
walkie-talkie.
my
I'm at
God.
the park with a walkie-talkie.
I thought you were talking about with your friends.
Nah.
Oh, man.
So like, my mom, right? I don't know why, but her Italian ass can't pronounce my name. So instead of Dan, because my name Daniel, right? So instead of Dan, she'd put like a Y in it, and it'd be like Dayan.
Dayan.
Dayan. It'd be Dayan. And she would yell. So that's what you hear. She'd be like, Dayan, get over here, listen that.
Get over here, what the fuck?
You know, all of a sudden I'd be like doing a jump on my bike, and out of nowhere all I hear is, Dayan, are you still at the park?
Oh
and
my
I'm
God,
like, I'm
that's
like walking,
terrifying.
talking. All my friends are looking at me like, bro.
Oh my God. At least like when a phone rings, hold on, I gotta pick this up.
Oh, this is my shorty. It's your mom. Like, get your fucking laundry done.
Okay.
Yes, I love you.
Yes, mom.
But yeah, you know, so I had the. I think it's really cool to be part of the generation that like didn't have like cell phones and all that growing up, you know.
No, absolutely.
Well, I
think being a part of
both.
any transition is like the best thing.
Yeah, we
got
blessed.
all the old fucking. We have all the old school knowledge from like all of our parents, all of our older siblings, everything.
We
and
had
like
MySpace. Y'all jealous? We had MySpace.
Yeah. Shout out Tom. But we also have. Like we're currently living through the new while we're still young, so we're like, luckily anybody born like in this generation, we kind of just get it. Like, you know, we got like all because the last century is when everything fucking started happening. Like in the beginning, you know what I mean? Like obviously music's been around and people have been throwing rocks at sticks and making fucking pitch, but I mean we got all of our influence from that. So it's more like the people being like, oh yo, that kid he's fucking, he's like spitting some shit for my generation, or like he's doing some shit. That's awesome. Yeah, like I like this guy.
How old are you again? I know I'm a couple years older than
24.
you. You're 24.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm only
nice
2
to meet
years
you, bro.
older. I'm only 2 years older. I don't know why sometimes, because we went to the same high school and I don't remember you, so I was like, oh, he's so much younger than me. Like he wasn't even in school when I was in school, but like that's not the case.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. We went to the same high school. I missed public because he was a couple years older than me, and I missed you because you was a couple years younger than me. Like man, high school, man. Jeez.
Let's not get into high school.
Yeah, we probably should not get into high school.
But the phone shit, that sucks for, you know what? Sometimes I feel like I'm just part of the newer generation because I got problems. Like if you took the phone away from me, I'm good. But if you put it in front of me, I'm fucking sitting there like an idiot. The whole time.
I don't know if I'm good if you took the phone away. You know what I'm saying?
I know I'm good just because I've been there. I've been like I had no phone and I was like, fuck it, no phone. But like that being away from something doesn't help you be good with it. You know what I mean? 100%. So like, but like it sucks because it's like I use my phone as an excuse to everybody around me. It's like, oh, you know, this is for my music. Like I gotta like, but like half of the time. Like the only time that's for music is me posting something and being like, "Yo, go like this shit." Yeah,
the other time you texting your girl.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know?
Or just sitting there looking at a stupid TikTok or shit like that.
Bro, I literally just did that. I just got a regular ass text message and I was like, "Yeah, I just got a crazy text because I wanted to look at my phone real quick." Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's like
I'm caught in the web. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
This is the thing about being a part of the middle generation is like you're like, no, I'm not like that. I could go without it.
Yeah, there's like a denial about it. But I'd be playing so many phone games and watching so much shit on YouTube that I'm like, am I really?
Yeah, which is really no different than like when I was younger, sitting there playing video games for like 9 hours. I remember my parents would come and be like, "How the fuck are you still here?"
Yeah, like your eyes are probably bleeding. Like, get away from the TV.
I got a friend on here. He's from Australia.
You know, get off the video game. I can't pause it. I'm online.
But it fucks it up because like when my brother was, you know, growing up and he was doing music, there was you had a MySpace for your band or something. Yeah, but like that's literally just it. Like you just had that and like people go there to listen to your shit. But other than that, you're fucking like, I remember waiting for like CDs to come out and I'd go get the CDs at FYE or fucking what's that other one? There's something that replaced FYE. I remember
what was the first CD you ever bought with your money?
The first CD I ever bought. Fuck. What's the first one you bought so I could think of it?
I got money from mowing the lawn one week.
Yeah.
I went to FYE. They had one right up the block from the crib. And right after Blockbuster closed down, shout out to Blockbuster. You know, I was around for like a lot of Blockbuster, but it also closed down when I was semi-young. They put a FYE where the Blockbuster was. And I took my mowing the lawn money. I was young, so aside from the ice cream man, there wasn't really shit else to buy. And I bought D12 World.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I bought D12 World. And These chicks, I don't even wait. Was that even on there? These chicks don't even know the name of my band. I think that one was on there. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but
Yeah.
But they all on me like they wanna hold hands. Yeah.
Well, how did it sound?
What?
How did it sound?
How did it sound?
Yes. How did it sound again?
Yeah. These chicks don't even know the name of my band. And he's like, my salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance, take off their... Yeah. Man, D12 World was the first CD, and I'll never forget. I had that shit bumping in the crib on my radio. And
or like my fucking my CD player, dude. I'd like put it try to put it in my pocket.
This was the baggy jeans days, so like you could fit. Nowadays
everything.
with the tight jeans and stuff, or the tight sweatpants,
man, I could barely fit my phone in it, bro. It's peeking out.
Facts.
All these bands.
This was back when you could fit a Walkman in that shit.
Dude,
and
honestly,
I had it bumping on my stereo in my room, and my mom fucking flipped when she heard what I was listening to.
Yeah, see, I actually got into buying CDs late because I would just inherit all my brother's old CDs. So I would just like take them from his shelf and just put it in my fucking my fucking CD player, Walkman, whatever.
See, that's dope. Yeah. I got to do that also.
Yeah.
Back then, I wasn't into the same type of music as my brother. I was more into like the rap, and he wasn't.
Yeah, see, I was into like, my brother had all like heavy metal shit.
But I also got blessed because I was close enough with my brother growing
public.
up. Oh, shit. Put him on the air.
All right. Yo, Public, you on the air.
Oh, shit. What's good, bro? Is my guy Moke there, bro?
What's up, you fat piece of shit?
Moke, you fucking ugly looking, colorful, stupid sock wearing bastard. Oh, look, I got a neon pink sock, neon green sock. This one's got a snowman on it, and I'm a fucking idiot.
Yo, you just hit the nail on the head.
What do you want?
Is that what you're wearing? And white shorts. Are you wearing white pants?
Nah, he's wearing right now. He's wearing.
I got jeans with a giant hole in them and 2 different shoes on.
What a fucking moron.
Oh, man.
We were just talking about you.
Nice. When are you coming back?
Definitely not now.
Dude, no. Seriously, when are you coming back? You said you were coming back soon.
I mean, yo, we shouldn't. We've been on the air for like a little while. We probably ain't got too much longer. He'll be back soon enough.
All right, sweet. AJ, just call me before you leave too, just so I don't forget to tell you to bring that shit, man. Please.
All right.
Timmy will have a heart attack. But yeah, hurry up.
Get the fuck off our show.
Yeah, get the fuck off.
Shut up and get off my show. You're in my place. That's my house.
Shout out to producer.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm gonna hang up
studio.
on him though.
Howard Stern wannabe show. Goodbye.
Accurate.
Shout out the Big Belly fucking. Oh shit, not Big Belly. That's Supreme Kai. Shout out Supreme Kai. Shout out fucking asshole piece of shit Public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a good guy, but I don't know, man. I think that
I think he fucking forced the end over there. He's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, I felt like we had already been going for a little while, but he just told us to close up shop.
No, that's pretty much how this shit's gonna keep going. It's gonna be fucking. I guarantee he's gonna call the next episode and say something stupid.
And you know what? It's not all about crazy long episodes. Sometimes we're gonna hit y'all with a 2-hour episode. You know, sometimes we might hit y'all with a 45-minute episode. But at the end of the day, it's like it really depends on how much content gets thrown into that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have interviews for y'all with some good artists. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna want to hear them speak for 2 hours. Sometimes it's just gonna be me and Bluff, and you guys are gonna be like, after 45 minutes, you're gonna be like, yo, we want y'all to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna catch that vibe even before we upload.
At 45, we'll just put on some music or something.
Yeah.
We'll just talk about it. But we're gonna talk about a lot of people too that y'all might not know. If you're watching it right now, you might know. If you're watching it after the 50th episode, coming back to the first one, hopefully you know who the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely gonna be. Man, I'm not used to this whole mic thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get used to staying in front of this mic because I stand over here and I can't hear it as well. You know what I'm saying? The headphone thing is new too. I ain't used.
That's called passion, man.
Yeah, I ain't used to.
We don't have the right equipment
with the headphones. That wasn't how I did my podcasting. But
yeah,
you know, we gotta find comfortable ways to sit. You know what I'm saying? Like we still learning this. You know what I'm saying?
And if these lights suck.
You know, I'm gonna find a way to do this without the.
Maybe we'll make a different lights every time.
Stick, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're gonna grow.
Find a way to do it without going on our phones too.
Yeah. You know, I got no problem admitting that I'm a big phone abuser. You know what I'm saying? I probably while y'all watching and tuned in, I'll probably just pick that phone up and, you know what I'm saying, send a text real quick.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And while you watching this, y'all should hit the subscribe. Y'all
Yeah,
should check
definitely, hit the like button, well, if you want a platform with the like button, hit the like button, regardless what platform you're on, hit the subscribe button.
Whatever platform you're on, hit something that's good for us.
You see this on Twitter, man, you follow us, or you see this on Instagram, you follow. If you see this on, whatever it is, man, if it's YouTube, you gotta subscribe. Like
Flo's Casino.
Yeah, this is the Flo's Casino. I know right now that name might seem a little random, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're playing the odds right now.
Yeah,
we'll let you know if we win.
This is a gamble in itself, but over time, y'all gonna see why it's Flo's Casino. We're gonna be bringing y'all different segments. You know what I'm saying? Different. I promise you, this is gonna get better with time. And
absolutely,
I think that as far as like an introductory episode goes, we didn't necessarily stick to our topics, and y'all got to know a little bit more about our personalities though, and y'all will learn more about that as you grow with us and as you get to know us. But at the same time, like, y'all also gonna get some good content. I don't want anybody to think like every single time we're gonna be talking about Razr phones and stuff. Like, nah, we just letting y'all know the type of people we are off rip. And we just hope that, that y'all stay tuned in, and, we definitely want feedback. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to see, a topic or something, just write it down. What you think we could do better.
Or if you want to, tell us that this was fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Let us know.
If you want to say we suck, man,
please, honestly,
let us know.
Tell us some more shit. Tell us some shitty things.
Yeah, like,
and get your friends too, so we get some more.
Yeah, hell yeah! If you thought it sucked, go hit your fucking friends up and be like, "Yo, check this out! It sucked. You guys are gonna laugh."
I want to trend either with a thumbs up or the thumbs down. Yeah, one of those.
What was that song? That girl, like, I think her name was like Rebecca Black or something.
The
Friday song, like that shit trended like number one off dislikes. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. I'll go number one.
You know the best way to
dislikes,
defeat something you hate? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, 100%.
But y'all didn't, and now she had her little viral moment. But we ain't looking for viral moments right now.
No. And I promise y'all, we ain't gonna be that type of podcast that hit y'all with clickbait. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be like, two assholes sat in a room and then this happened. You know, like, nah, ain't no cliffhanger.
And then this happened. An hour and a half discussion about something not related.
Nah, if we get fucking Ghostface Killer on the next episode, y'all gonna see in the header, like, Ghostface Killer talking with Flo's Casino podcast. Like, we're not gonna bullshit y'all. We appreciate anybody listening way too much to do some bullshit like that. I know that's like a popular thing in the YouTube community and stuff these days, but that's just not who we are. We don't want anything from you guys except for you guys to listen and stuff. We don't want your money. You know what I'm saying? All we want is a little bit of your time. You know what I'm saying? But
until we start running some ads and getting some more views, then we're gonna take the money.
Yeah, we're gonna take your money.
But we're gonna put it back into the business because
I'm gonna buy 2 different color shoes with it and then wear them on camera.
He already is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already doing that.
He didn't buy those.
I'd lift my feet up.
You buy them separately? You
to.
You go to pay, like, just pick them out separately, just put them in the same box?
You gotta. No, not like that. Like, I just buy both pairs. You know what I'm saying?
You should just try to save money and
I should do that. I got a pink pair and a highlighter green color pair. The pink is like a glittery pink sparkle pair, and I think they was both like on sale or something. So I got both pairs for like the price of like a normal pair of Air Forces, and I was like, yeah.
So if you wear one black Air Force, are you
wearing a white one with it?
No, like if you wear one black Air Force, like, are you just like half trustable, or like,
that's funny though. A lot of people say that to me. A lot of people, like, I'll show up with a matching pair of shoes. Like, I'll wear like straight brick white Air Forces, like them Coke white mints, and somebody would be like, damn, you all right? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, are you in a bad mood? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why would I be I didn't even say anything yet. What do you mean I'm in a bad mood? And they're like, oh, you're wearing the same color shoes. And I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It ain't.
Y'all better
like,
keep up with
it.
It
ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? I just like doing that.
That was a nice.
Yeah. Right now I got the dark camo with the light camo.
Moke's got some swag. I'm wearing some fucking. I've been wearing this sweatshirt for like the last 3 days. He dressed
comfortable. I'm just stupid.
I'm mad comfy, but I hope you Man, I don't even give a shit if y'all fuck with it. Just let us know something.
Yeah, I mean, yo, I don't care if you say fucking Moke sat there and hit his fucking Nick stick the whole time and fucking vapes are stupid. Like, I'm with that, man. Just give us some type of feedback. I want to know what the fuck y'all want to see on here, who you want to see on here. Let's not get outrageous though. Like, we just started. We're not gonna have like no 15 followers and you're gonna tell us to get the Beebs on here or something. Like, we can't make that happen. I don't know his manager. Like, yeah, you can say that.
If you want a stupid episode, then just ask us to do that and then we'll make something stupid.
Yo, I'll sit here and fucking, we'll roast each other the whole time, or we'll fucking, I'll roast myself the whole time. I'll sit here and tell y'all my stupid ass life story if that's what y'all want to hear.
It's gonna be like 8 Mile all over again, bro.
I'll sit here and kick a freestyle and it's gonna be terrible if that's what y'all ask for, you know what I'm saying? But like, yo, while we in this room, the ball's in our court. Well, once y'all viewing it, the ball's in your court, man. You just comment, you let us know what you want to see. We'll make it happen for y'all.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do live streams soon. We're gonna do giveaways, subscription giveaways, we're gonna do all types of shit.
No.
You heard me? And and we want we want y'all to fucking bro, I ain't smoked weed in like a year. I'll even fucking smoke weed and trip out on camera if that's what y'all want to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all looking for, man, you guys just let us know in the comments. We're gonna make that happen for you. Because we care about you guys and we appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Yo, I don't know about Bluff, but I'm pretty good. I think we got it all out for the first episode.
Flo's Casino
podcast. Tune in. Make sure, like, subscribe, all that fun shit. And just be ready for the next one. You know what I'm saying? We hope you guys are looking, and on that note, man, we gonna be out. So peace, guys.
Peace.
Like, later.